Hi, my name is Jared Dushram. I'm here today to talk to you about Trakkit. Trakkit is a global GPS tracking system. Trakkit is FCC approved and patent pending. This technology is a lot different than anything on the market today. Today on the market, everything pretty much is either satellite-based or cell-based, which, is great, but there's a service fee with every one of those options. This device, Trakkit, works on open Wi-Fi, allowing there to be no service fee at all sent over to our customers. Basically, it doesn't cost $1. The coolest part, in my opinion, about this Trakkit device is that it's worldwide. The world, globally, uses Wi-Fi the same way it does here in our country that it does in any other country. I don't need to change SIM chips out if I go over to Medellin or Colombia, or if I go to South America. Anywhere I go, this little device works. It's proven. We have customers that have these in different countries that actually do work, and it's pretty impressive. Our Millennium Express lines here in Palm City, Florida, uses this little device on every one of our reefer trailers. Most trucking companies, like us, have a problem with our assets, knowing where they are, when they're being utilized, to what capacity. This little device gives us the opportunity to know where our trailers are at any given time, and also the temperature inside them for USDA needs or for our needs to make sure our product gets delivered efficiently and under the right temperature. Another reason to use Trakkit would be for an alarm system. You could put this in your house. You could have 15 of these on every door and every window in your house. And anytime this device, because of the two features it has, a motion sensor and a vibration sensor, either one of them would trigger an event and send an email to you to make you aware that something has happened at your house, whether a door being opened or a window being shattered. You could set timers to say, I only want to see an email after a certain period of time, so I don't get a triggered event every time my door opens. You could say after 8 o'clock, then if the door opens, send me an email. Or after a certain time or before a certain time. Have you ever lost your pet? Has your pet ever gotten out at night when you weren't aware and not returned? If this was on his collar or her collar, you would know where the dog is. Let's say your neighbor, being a good neighbor, takes your dog and puts him in his garage, like most good neighbors do. You would not know that. You would search high and low all night long looking for your animal, knowing that it was in the garage and nobody told you. With this tracking device on the dog's collar, you will know where the dog is at all times. Most companies have company cars. Our company cars all have a Trakkit device in them. The ability that Trakkit gives me tells me how many miles someone drove in that company car and what time they left and what time they returned. One need that it definitely fits for is if you had an expensive car in your garage and you didn't want it to be utilized, you would put a tracking device inside of it. That tracking device can connect to your battery and use no power whatsoever unless the car is moved or touched or opened or anything like that to trigger an event. That event could make you aware that someone has either touched your car, opened your door, or moved your car. Okay, as a concerned parent, I've taken this Trakkit device and stuck it in both of my children's cars. I've done it for two reasons. I geofenced an area like their high school, so I know when they arrive and when they leave the school. I don't have to ask them if they've got there or send text messages. I'm aware of their location at all given times. I also have a GPS geofenced area around their boyfriends' houses. So therefore, when they get there and when they leave, I'm aware of what they're doing. I also have a trigger set for speed. If they travel over certain miles per hour that I have set up as a triggered event, it will send me an email, as well as my daughter, so she's aware of what I'm receiving. Have you ever lost your luggage? This little device will prevent that from happening in the future. If you just take this device and stick it inside your luggage, no matter where you go, it doesn't make a difference. You will know where your bag is at all given times. If someone grabs your bag and takes it to their house, it is going to connect all the way back to their house to tell me where your bag is located. One very cool feature that Trakkit possesses that I don't think anybody else has is data logging. This little device is a tracking chip inside of it. Basically, I have it set up to every 2 minutes record exactly where it is. Whether it has a satellite signal, Wi-Fi signal or not, it's data logging. This thing is wonderful for offshore fishing. Living in the South Florida area, I fish often. This little device comes with me in my backpack every time I go offshore fishing. It logs where I am at every 2-minute intervals. When I return home, it instantly uploads without connecting anything to it. As soon as it comes by my Wi-Fi at my house, it uploads exactly where I was all day fishing offshore with no signal. So to sum it up, this is Trakkit, a global GPS tracking system that works on an open Wi-Fi that is free. which really, in my opinion, makes it a game changer. This device, as you've seen so far, can be used in so many different facets that your mind is the limit. I don't know where else we can go with this. It could be used in any simple form you can think of.